From the makers of I'm Not a Misogynist, but...
How many Wayans brothers are in this one?
Thank you, boys. And now, the Lamone sisters.
Formerly, tell your children to pass to the left.
This screenplay makes me want to whore.
Hey, this movie's got roaches. Get it?
Gasnier is French for gaslighting. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, here's some people we don't really care about.
Jack Gearhoch.
Decente.
Robert Priestley's grandson would rise to fame on 90210.
All these people are gonna need a cast.
They're all my mom's siblings. Mary, Bill, Blanche, Ralph, May, Jack, Jimmy, Agnes, Dr. Carol, and Junior.
You have an aunt, Dr. Carol?
Yeah, she insists on it.
George is definitely a Hurley man.
Long story short, everything you're about to see is a load of hooey.
The joint was a smoking gun the whole time?
Startle me? I can't handle jump scared, man. They freak me out.
Are the credits scrolling up, or are we scrolling down?
To sufficiently misrepresent the frightful menace, blah blah blah, which is totally mellowing the youth of America.
Mary Juana insists on only being shown in italicized cursive.
And somehow Public Enemy was 50 years ahead of its own time.
Flavor Flav!
Whenever I see the phrase sudden, violent, uncontrollable, I expect the next words to be Mariah Carey.
Fixed ideas. My God, this drug leads to entrenched ideology. We can't have that.
What's a thought?
It's what we had before television, son.
Physical emotions is 30s slang for aardvarking.
Incurable insanity is 2021 slang for jobs.
No attempt was made to equivocate. We wouldn't let a thing like reality stop us.
Based on Dr. Evil's research, maybe?
If he was high on lewds at the time.
What if I don't want to think?
Introduction written by Mrs. Reverend Lovejoy.
Was it your special purpose?
Possessive pronoun yours implies that kids are property.
Totally offensive, dude.
Marijuana led to the printing press.
This machine was built out of hemp just to make more hemp.
The narcotic ring was a weed suppository.
Oh, they stomped all the joints flat, man.
School parents had dope fights in the 30s. It was sick.
Subject: tell your children they aren't invited.
I had no idea horse photos were so expensive.
It'll sneak up on you.
Must be stopped.
We're gonna pay quick to kill the shark.
And all the school parent groups about the country
Are scaring the teachers.
stand united on this and stamp out this frightful assassin of our youth.
George Lucas?
You can do it by bringing about compulsory education.
I-D-A-R-E dare ya.
The dread marijuana in particular.
Sponsored by
That is
Anheuser-Busch.
the purpose of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen.
All the
To
damn
lay the
vampires.
foundation for a nationwide campaign by you
For
to
us.
demand by law such compulsory education.
Putting condoms on vegetables.
It is only through enlightenment that this scourge can be wiped out.
Have you tried a scourge pad?
A lawlessness that we can scarcely estimate has grown and is now flourishing.
Sounds like we're in the wrong business, honey.
Every city and hamlet in the country. It might be interesting
If we do this naked.
important for you to know some of the methods used in bringing these drugs into the country.
It's like a common weed and stuff.
Law and order, which are daily combating the traffic. all
Traffic frightens me.
of life by their agents. This ceaseless fight against the drug traffic
Is lucrative.
is directed by the Department of Narcotics, Washington.
With the aid of the Bureau of Parties, San Diego.
Hey, cut this part. I need to study my lines.
I received a letter of vital importance from a member of the Narcotics Bureau. I'm going to read this letter to you.
Just try and stop me.
My dear Dr. Carroll,
What are you wearing?
the use of marijuana and of the forces lurking behind it are the most important jobs this department is now engaged in.
Seeing as how we're the Narcotics
At the
Bureau and all.
outset of this letter, there is one vital fact I would like to submit.
That this letter will self-destruct.
Oh no!
I speak of the school parent associations of this country.
The
Can
Karens.
be invaluable in stamping out this scourge. Their help, their eternal vigilance,
Obedience.
is a deciding factor in our fight against it.
Unfortunately, they're too stupid to realize. I mean,
State in the Union. Recently, in the city of Brooklyn, New York,
A Nazi takes a smoke break.
field of marijuana was found behind a
weed grows in
tenement.
Brooklyn, man.
The weed was here being cultivated, regularly stripped and dried and sold in schools.
Shut
and
down
government
schools.
army posts in and around New York.
Now, as you know, the government has no control over the military, but your children, on the other hand.
By a simple hand machine. The
Look
deadly
out, it's messy.
is thus quickly and easily prepared for its market.
So capitalism's going great.
The sale of marijuana is even more difficult to detect and halt
Then
than the
syphilis.
traffic in drugs such as opium, morphine, and heroin.
Look at the mountain of
They
smack
are
this
hidden
old guy
in
has.
Jewelry cases. In the heels of
Cubic zirconia turned out to be
women's
oregano.
shoes especially, because the drugs can be secreted in false heels.
Women's heels secrete
Shaving
drugs?
brushes
Wow.
Are another medium. Books with false centers.
Hide your Shawshank.
Watch cases are convenient hiding places.
So far, I'm not seeing the downside.
Seized is enormous. Recently, a huge supply of heroin was taken.
No, sir, that's a barrel.
In an apparently harmless shipment of 35 barrels of olive oil.
We took one down and passed it around.
Burned in the incinerator of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing.
Oh, that's where all the parents burned Freddy Krueger.
Even than these soul-destroying drugs is the menace of marijuana.
That's why we suggest napalm.
No doubt many of you do not believe that these things do happen, that they cannot happen to you.
That you're too
You
cool
may
for
also
school.
believe that the facts have been exaggerated. Let me tell you of something that happened right here in our own city.
They're called
Probably
puppy
read about it in
mills.
the papers. However, I'll give you the real facts behind the case.
Provided by
There
Philip
was an
Morris.
apartment near one of our high schools. It was run by a woman known as May Coleman.
A stone cold fox.
Funny, he doesn't really look like a May to me.
Now, secondhand upholstery is a convenient place to hide drugs.
She passed out from the munchies.
Hey, wake up and sell me a J.
Hey, come on, May, get up.
What time is it?
It's 420.
Woohoo!
Looks like the Marines had landed.
Oh, that bunch last night was high enough to take over the Marines and the Navy.
And the hockey team, and the pizza guy.
Maybe up this afternoon.
Kids in the hall?
Yes, we can get along without dragging those young kids up here.
Oh, why don't you button up your lip?
Red flag.
Always squawking about something. You got more static than the radio.
Can't drive, no sandwiches ready. Who needs 2 X chromosomes anyway?
I guess it's martinis for dinner again.
Ooh, luckily she has a military-grade perm.
You see how she rolls her hosiery just like a joint.
There better be some Ovaltine in this house.
Sorry, you just picked up graham crackers. The drugs are in the fridge.
Don't trust a guy who leaves a fedora just laying around.
Jeez, World War II will be over before she gets her stockings on.
Tell your children staring at a woman's legs is the key.
I walk normal.
Oh, greetings.
Well, hello, fella. How are you?
Fine, how are you? Come here. Come here.
Let's bring this meeting of the Bob Marley fan club to order.
Everybody put your keys in the bowl. We're gonna have some fun.
Should be right in. Just sit down and make yourself comfortable.
Drug deals used to take months of correspondence.
What kind of a joint is this, Eddie?
Spike Lee lives here.
See, they probably had a party last night.
A meth party. That's why the place is immaculate.
Becky's wearing a wire.
Yeah? They're old enough to know what they're doing. Not like those young kids you bring up here.
Yeah, but the kids are a lot funnier stoned.
Listen, I'm going to blow.
Where are you
I
going?
have dynamite in my
I'm going to make
pants.
some deliveries, and I'll probably drop by Joe's place and bring back a couple of the kids.
Red flag.
Just lay off those kids.
Oh, why don't you get over a complex?
Getting over a complex is by definition not so simple.
Underwear is dry.
Well, time to finish making those s'mores.
Great, now the children can't walk to school.
Talk to the hand.
Did we really need the stuck-in traffic scene? Down to the village, being followed by a gang of creeps.
What are you, too good for us?
That's quite the hat you got there, Puritan.
Oh, by the way, Ralph, I'm sort of getting a little party Saturday afternoon over at my grandmother's. You know, the
We're going to listen to polka on the new radio.
Thanks, Eddie. Maybe I will.
I'd sure like to have you.
Well, that's
Okay, I'll
direct.
probably drop over.
So long, Ralph.
See you later.
Bastard knows I can't swim.
Hey, Ralph. Hi, kid. Fine, Jack, and you? Oh, great. Where you heading? Oh,
Nah, I shouldn't tell you.
hey, how do you like that?
Seems pretty quiet for a racket.
They sell arms?
That's the one I was telling you about.
I must have that sweater vest.
Very nice.
Oh, I sure hope she likes douchebags.
make such a fuss over that Ralph Wiley? Oh, he's a swell swimmer.
And we like his kidneys.
He went to college. Yeah, and that lets him out. My dad knows his family. None of them are any good.
It's our job to be discriminating.
Yeah? You know, Ralph runs around pretty much on his own. He's been in a couple of jams.
Leaves me with peanut butter and crusts.
I don't go around with him. Well, you better not. He's a little too old for it. That's what my dad said.
15 years ago when I graduated.
Hello, Mary. How are you, Bill?
How are you, Ralph?
Hey, Biff.
Hello, Ralph. You know my brother Jimmy, don't you?
How are you?
Well,
Have you tried putting ice on it?
Jack Perry. Mary, Bill.
How do you do?
Glad to know you.
Just not in the biblical
Going over to
sense.
Joe's place. Why don't you come along?
we have a date to play, a set of doubles.
Oh, you can play anytime. Come on, we'll have some laughs.
I like
We
laughter.
can't today, Ralph. Some other time.
Can I go along
Boys
with you?
Company 6 is a crowd.
See you at dinner, sis.
Don't be late, Jimmy.
Wait, they were gonna play doubles with 3 people?
Hey, what? Hi, diddly-dee, it's pleasure isle for me.
Nice lingering butt shot.
Oh, yeah.
Take your partner by the arm, run away from this shithole town.
In 20 years, they'll be complaining about sock hops.
Gah, scary Lee Lewis.
Hey, does your grandma have any Hawaiian punch?
Hey, he ain't no paper man.
Why don't you know him? That's Hot Fingers Curly.
He'll steal your gold teeth if you let him.
You want to dance?
Do it.
I asked you first.
White kids from South Carolina. They're watching some white kids grow up to be lawyers.
Ask for a double here, and they give you 2 straws.
May's expecting us at the apartment a little later. Any new prospect?
She's not a literal gold digger.
Yeah, they look like they've already found drugs.
At least Terry Jones kept his pants on this time.
Sure, don't clap, ungrateful swine.
I don't even know how to play. Oh!
This jazz break is brought to you by Jazz Cigarettes. 11 out of 10 doctors recommend them.
Hey, you're hotboxing it.
Hey, he's gonna smell like Grand Funk Railroad.
And just like that, he invented the spliff.
Is this weed guy work at Dow Chemical by any chance?
Hey, he's playing a harmonica only dogs can hear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jimmy, you're wonderful.
Oh, if only you could cure glaucoma.
Dick Tracy will never find me in here.
Why can't we go now?
Honey, you're already here. Put your glasses on.
Having a little party up at my girlfriend's apartment. Wouldn't you like to come? Oh, I'd love to. You want to come, don't you, Jimmy?
Oh, sure.
Maybe we can find you a girlfri's apartment.
I'll go in my car.
What, do you got a clown car?
Oh, she's got a car that seats about 20.
Hurry up.
If I see you first, you dweeb.
Billy was the least coordinated of the bunch.
So they're just going to play against the books? Is that tennis or performance art?
It's sweet of you to help me, Bill.
Well, I'll try anything except domestic science.
My mother takes care of that.
About
No.
running your own home.
The answer is no.
Well, not from you, anyway.
I went home and told Mother that the trouble with her pot roast gravy was
Uh-oh.
she hadn't added 3 heaping teaspoonfuls of olive oil.
And a quarter pound lard.
She didn't say anything. She just threw me out of the kitchen.
Well, I don't wonder. Hello, children.
I brought invisible tea.
That was sweet of you, Mother.
Gosh, hot chocolate.
Did you take your pills? Just pretend to drink it.
Can't study on empty stomachs.
So I put in extra virgin olive oil.
She will too, Mrs. Lane.
Oh, to be young again. Well, you two be good.
Thank you, kind sir. You're so very, very kind.
Don't patronize me, woman.
Mary, before we do that math, how about reading some of this? It's swell.
The Communist Manifesto?
You like it?
Uh-huh.
You know, when I study this, I kind of think of you.
Bookish and weird.
There beside me.
Speaking iambic pentameter while we choke each other.
What was that?
Nothing. No, nothing.
It is my soul that calls upon thy name.
But it is my pants that brings me all of the shame.
Down lovers' tongues by night.
Bill, I'm not that kind of girl.
Music to attending ears.
Hey, you! Get your damn hands off!
Dear,
I spy with my little eye.
To thee,
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail.
I shall purchase thy notes of cliff.
Till then,
Yeah, kiss him good, Mary. Kiss him good.
Dum-de-dum. Oh my God, what are you doing?
I'll see you tonight, Mary. Goodbye, Mrs. Lang.
Goodbye, Bill.
So long. Gosh, oh!
Well, at least you won't need a cold shower anymore.
Oh, dear God, that's where we keep all the leeches.
All right.
He's already pants-weddingly awkward. What's the harm in weed?
Hey, Daddy!
Oh, gee. Well,
Do you like my little Lord Fauntleroy get-up?
Hey, Dad, you got anything for me?
I got a smack to the face for you.
Father every night. Have you?
There you are.
Wow, a dead roach. Gee, thanks.
well, I had to study, Ma.
He was not. I saw him out walking with his girl.
The same one that was talking trash on your roast.
Cut it out.
I'd do it, but my nethers are chafing.
Bill has got a girl.
Quiet. And put that candy away till after dinner.
Now go upstairs and craft your minds or whatever it is you do.
Bill's got a girlfriend and her name is Mary.
Yeah, I'll shut you up.
Where's my gun at?
Junior, put that carrying on.
It's madness, I tell you, madness!
They're all right there, young.
Mary, little Anne.
Father knows it's best to undermine mother.
Bill understood, didn't you?
Oh, well, what I'm burned up about is it just didn't say Bill had a swell girl.
Mary.
It must be love.
How else do you explain all the cooties?
For you to like her.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you want something. Come on, what is it?
Well, it's my model airplane. It won't work.
I tried to get in it and it fell apart.
You can fix anything.
Okay, I'll fix it.
I'm jonesing for model glue anyway.
Dad, read me 20 pages, will you?
Go ahead.
Little brother's gonna be a problem someday.
Radio's under 100 pounds? What'll they think of next?
Mary told me to wait and tell her she had to go home. Her mother wanted her to go to the dressmaker with her.
Oh, thanks.
I missed all that. What?
Must be getting grown up. I see Mary let you have the car.
Yeah. I take you any place?
Well, I wasn't going any place in particular.
Well then.
Well, then let's go nowhere fast.
Joe's place with me. I'll buy you a soda.
I never drink that stuff.
Oh, gee, I'll buy you something else.
Holier than thou, Mormon jerk.
I'm a hook for 1 root beer.
Well,
So root beer's not soda? Oh my God, my life is a lie.
If you can't find it, grind it.
Hi, Bill. Hi, Jimmy.
I got my money.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Bill. Come on, slide in.
Hello, Blanche. Hello, Ralph.
Hello, Newman.
2 sodas. No, I mean 1 soda and 1 root beer.
For the jerk face over here.
Oh, she's fine. We're going up to her apartment a little later.
Couldn't Bill come along?
Mm-hmm.
Just don't ask him to drink soda.
You'll get a kick out of it.
Thanks just the same.
Oh, come on, Bill.
I want to explode some kittens with
Sure,
you.
all the kids will be there. It's Keen. Well, I don't
No
know.
one's ever taken me to a keen place before.
Hey, Captain Reefheart is back.
Hey, 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 ha, ha, yeah, I'm singing.
This is why we can't ever let the Nazis win.
White people.
White people.
Swing your partner round and round. Try to finish high school before having kids.
Walk normal, walk normal.
Hi, kid. Hello, Jack. What do you say?
Honey, the impressionables are here.
It's gotten much too loud for Raymond.
Come on, Bill. Don't stand there.
Take some drugs.
Yeah, subliminal messages.
I suddenly feel like flowers are growing out of the top of my head.
Hi, I'm Meg. This is Bill Harper. He's okay.
He's okay? In the Midwest, that just means he'll be alive at least 2 more hours.
I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, golly, shaking hands is pleasant.
There's a new one in today.
Swimsuit edition.
Yeah. Bill Harper.
He said I was salty, so I'm only using 3 grams on my lunch.
Not bad. I didn't think she had that much taste.
She knows what she's doing. She's got Ralph nuts about her, and now she's got her hooks up for this new kid.
Sadly, she had lost her hands to the vapors.
Why couldn't you find that out when I was here this morning?
Red
I got
flag.
my car in the shop.
Well, what of it? That kid out there, Jimmy, he's got a car. He'll take you.
Low on smokes was a legit health condition in the 30s.
It's a rainy night in my subdivision and there's no place open but 7-Eleven, but I need smokes. I need smokes.
Hey, Jimmy.
You crack corn? I don't
I'll
care.
run over to Cedar Avenue for a minute. You've got a car, haven't you? Why, yeah, my sister. Mind giving me a lift? Why, sure. Come on.
Everybody's doing it.
I got the weed wine spins.
Your feet are weird looking.
Imagine this is your makeout song.
The horror.
Think we might try some of that Kissin' Bert?
No, thank you. Well, here we are. Oh, thanks.
Smoking harsh as their Quaaludes buzz.
I never forget you.
She digs me.
Oh, here. If you want a good smoke, try one of these.
That's real fiberglass menthol.
Hey, ration that doob a little. It's the Great Depression.
Grape flavor.
I thought you were a skirt. Of course, if you're afraid. That's better. That's more like it. I know you like that. Really, you will. Now just take a puff of that.
You set it on fire?
Say, that's smooth.
I just remembered this week's Marmaduke. Oh, man.
Yeah, my sister says the car's never needed an oil change.
Before you go, will you?
I get lonely.
Okay, but I'm down to my last carton.
Jeez, this movie is all smoking.
Hey, let's smoke over to the Smokies place so that we can smoke some smoke.
Oh, smoke. I left my smokes in the smoker.
Smoke.
4, 4, 4, 4, 4.
Hello, Jack. Hi, boss. How's business?
Mind your
Getting
own.
better every day. Those kids sure go for it.
He has a meeting with his weed supervisor.
Ran short today. All right.
Operator, bring us some drugs.
That's over 1,400.
Who? Pete Daly. All right, send him in.
He's an efficient weed guy, though, seriously.
Oh man, this guy's dealing on my turf.
I want to talk to you.
You not so much.
All right, go ahead. Jack's okay. What's the beef?
Listen, you never heard no beef when I had to sell that rotten gin.
Oh, how long does it take for gin to go bad?
Taking 2-bit pieces from kids.
You better get more than 2 bits.
He's just begging to be taken. Don't be a dope.
I'm just dope enough to draw the line.
Dope enough to sell, well, dope.
All right, Pete.
Shoot me.
You know what my policy has always been. If the boys are not satisfied, I'm always glad to have them retire.
We'll have you whacked tomorrow.
Permanently. So long.
Don't believe every rumor.
Well, I've lived a full life. See ya.
I only wish you had a couple of kids so I could... Get out!
Jeez, I was just going to say, learn to read.
All right, Jack, pick up your stuff from down here. It'll be ready by now.
Okay, boss.
Good thing we have a convertible for all those smokes.
Oh, when will someone create Excel?
Let's go, Jack. I'm red hot.
Better be careful how you drive it. The first thing you know, you'll be ice cold.
Riding in my 0.5, no seat belts to stay alive.
Take it easy, kid. Hold on, you'll kill somebody.
Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy.
Just a suggestion.
God, I would swear that was a bad CGI effect.
No, they really hit that actor with the car.
Jesus.
Please stop pulling my mangled bones.
Well, he died for his art.
Don't chop the wood, Mother. Father's coming home with a load.
You're not eating your breakfast again. Bill Hartford hasn't been around lately. Anything wrong between you two? Why should there be anything wrong?
I put out, don't I?
There shouldn't be, I'm sure. And whatever it is isn't serious, I know.
Who could be serious with you?
Don't worry about it, dear.
You weren't wearing the infinity gauntlet.
Frankly to Bill. He'll be honest whatever the trouble is. I'm sure Bill Harper never lied about anything.
Yes, that's right.
Bill
Mom's
must
got a
say
thing
he
for your
never
boyfriend,
lied.
lady.
There, you see?
You think it'd be all right if I speak to him about it?
Why?
No, I changed my mind. Go to your room.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, look out, Jimmy. She's coming in hot.
Sit down, darling, and I'll have your breakfast for you in a moment.
I showed the scene to my mom and she flung a cigarette at me.
Jimmy, there's something worrying you.
What have I
I
got?
may have just killed an
Why
extra.
don't you tell me?
Oh, for Pete's sake, don't start to cross-examine me, will you? I'm all right.
Jimmy!
This is direct. Cross comes after.
You like that?
All murdery.
Spam and lard again?
Meanwhile, at the Swedish embassy,
Don't confuse us with the FBI. We hate that.
There is no doubt that there is an organized gang distributing the narcotic to students.
He's the teacher Gotham deserves.
All over the city. You government men have got to find some way to put an end to it.
R.J. Reynolds and the city of Milwaukee won't stand for it.
But do you realize that marijuana is not like other forms of dope? You see, it grows wild in almost every state in the Union.
Our poppy
Therefore,
fields have
there
all
is
died out.
practically no interstate commerce in the drug. As a result, the government's hands are tied. And frankly, the only sure cure
Thoughts
is
and prayers.
state and education.
Oh, it's all right to talk about education, Mr. Wyatt. But we educators can't do anything until the public is sufficiently aroused.
Excuse me?
You like
In
cigars?
1930, the records on marijuana in the Washington office of the Narcotics Division scarcely filled a small folder like this.
We kept
Today,
using it for rolling
they fill
papers.
cabinets.
Oh, good. I was worried he wasn't going to demonstrate cabinets.
Devoted to marijuana records.
Let's see. Bob Marley, Cheech and Chong, Afro Man. This is good
Here
stuff.
is an example. A 16-year-old lad apprehended in the act of staging a holdup.
He was robbing his own dirty clothes
And a
hamper.
marijuana addict. Here is a most tragic case.
Yes, I remember. Just a young boy.
Fresh meat, we call him at the diocese.
Killed his
Hey.
entire family with an axe.
He was just making the world's grossest bong.
Here, in Michigan, a young girl, 17 years old.
That
a
is
reefer
vicious.
smoker, taken in a raid in the company with 5 young men.
A girl with 5 young men? Does weed make you popular?
Yes, I remember the newspapers made quite a play of it. In West Virginia, wasn't it?
Yes. And there are hundreds of them coming up, new ones every day.
Most of them from West
I'd like
Virginia.
to take these records, if I may. I feel they would be of invaluable assistance to me in combating the evil in my school.
You're very welcome, Dr. Carroll.
Thank you.
So began the Freedom of Disinformation Act.
Sit down, Bill.
You're nearly out of frame.
There seems to be something wrong. What is it?
It's you, sir.
You were always
It's
a
you.
fine student. You always had excellent grades.
But I graduated 10 years
A
ago.
little harder, Dr. Carroll.
No, it isn't that. Bill, I'd like to help you.
If
But
you know what I mean.
can't let you let me. You're undermining your health.
We need you for the big
No,
game.
really there isn't. I'll study harder, honest.
I can score some uppers.
If you were being honest with me and honest with yourself,
I think you'd hit me.
tell me an entirely different story.
Well, that's it. We're enrolling you in MK Ultra.
Bill, I'm going to ask you a straightforward question, and I'd like to have a straightforward answer.
Yes, sir.
Are you
Isn't
straight,
it
Bill?
true that you have, perhaps unwillingly, acquired a certain harmful habit through association with certain undesirable people?
That's his straightforward question? Wow.
Did you maybe do a maybe thing with some
sir,
maybe
I haven't
people?
done it, Carol. Well, that is, you see, I'm
innocent.
I'm
It
worried
was
about
Goody Proctor.
All right, my boy. We'll just have to let it go at that. But remember,
Oh, I love you.
confide in me, no one will ever be the wiser.
Thank you, Dr. Carroll.
Please, call me Richard. Good night. I mean, goodbye. Oh, golly.
Just out here for my pre-tennis smoke.
Mary, you want to play a set?
Thanks, Teddy, but I'm waiting for someone.
Well, if you're waiting for Bill, he hasn't been here for weeks.
It's not true. He comes here all the time.
Uh-oh. Dale, check CNN. I sense the Nazis are up to something.
Starting to see why so many Protestant churches just ban dancing completely.
No kidding.
And off to the back room they go.
So these were the glory days? I don't know.
Occupied.
And just enough arsenic they won't taste it.
Starring Giant Asshole as this guy.
Stupid guests don't even know I'm looking at him.
Don't take any of them long.
Well, maybe you take too long. Ever think of that?
Say, don't you ever get fed?
You're feeding me, can't you see?
Actually, the feds are watching both of us right now.
Oops, that was the one with the arsenic.
Get it yourself.
You know a lichen can't touch the silverware.
Take your partner, do-si-do. Don't give money to TV preachers.
In the back-to-back room. Nice job, kid.
Well, I'm never doing drugs now.
Hey, I gotta get... Okay, I can't breathe. Whew.
You guys sure are friendly.
Are you the key master?
Well, okay, but just for a bit, then I gotta go back to being a pointless character in a dumb movie.
Old Sandpaper Hands Bill got himself a girl, huh?
I guess they got their money's worth for the love seat.
Probably needs to be fumigated at this point. Get out of there, kid.
Kind of a harsh transition in the music there, buddy.
I could sell insurance to that person and that person. I'm the insurance king.
Honey, hold on. I'm like 13 measures from the end.
Hi, we're from the Latter-day Saints. Ever think about your goals for way later?
Good morning, Miss. We're from the police department.
Good morning.
We're tracing a hit-and-run driver. Someone caught the license number at the place of the accident but didn't get it quite right.
Would you
So
like to
we're checking all
confess?
numbers like it, and yours is one of them.
Well, I'll try to help you.
You remember what you did on the 29th of last month?
Oh, that was the day before Mother's birthday.
I had terrible
Yes, I remember that
diarrhea.
because I left school and went directly to the dressmaker's with Mother. I was
Made an
there all
awful mess in the
afternoon.
changing
Happened
room.
along your car to a couple of men.
No, I had the car all afternoon myself.
Well, thanks.
With your
We're
mother,
sorry to
by
trouble
yourself.
Tell me, was the person killed?
you. Fortunately, he wasn't, but that's still no excuse for hit-and-run driving.
Hit and run driving makes it sound like it's a style of driving.
Oh, Jimmy, if you got any blood on my car, I'll bop you one.
Has Jimmy Lane been here today?
What, you some kind of stalker?
He was in. He went over to May's place. You know where that is.
The red snow cone district,
He
yeah.
was going to wait for me here, so he didn't give me May's address. Are you sure Jimmy didn't leave any message for me? Mary?
No, quite contrary.
No, he didn't.
Thanks for taking the time to think about it, I guess.
I'll write it down for you.
Now order something, okay? So we don't have to tip off the feds. Huh?
555 drug place.
Hi, you look like you could use some insurance.
Why, he's around somewhere. I think he went out to take Agnes home, but he'll be right back. Come in and sit down.
Wait, anywhere except the back bedroom. Check there. Don't check there.
Who's the new kid just came in?
Why, it's Lorraine Baines.
Oh, it's that gal that Ralph's gone overboard for. It's funny, we've never been able to get her up here before.
Yeah, hilarious.
What?
Hey, scram, will ya?
Oh, my arm's asleep. Get her off! Get her off! Out!
So, Mary, do you like magic tricks? Sure, who doesn't?
You know, there's some Trojans in this horse.
Do you like the smell of Old Spice, Mary?
Just then, Mary understood the Beatles, a full 6 years before Paul McCartney was even born.
Thanks. Are you sure Jimmy will be back soon?
Sure, any minute.
Good, because I'm tired of your bullshit.
Tastes like butane.
Excuse me while I ditch this guy.
Oh, Bill, your pedicures are amazing.
There's nothing chaste about that lounge. You get it?
I'm almost prepped for surgery, miss.
Oh, I'll never be a real boy.
Oh, hey, did we do it? It's cool if we did. I just want to put you on the spreadsheet.
Oh, God.
I've brought shame to the butt-kiss name.
It is kind of funny you try to sell me life insurance. I'm only 16.
Here, chew these barbiturates.
What? Suddenly, I want to put izzle on the end of everything. Oh, that's fun-izzle for shizzle.
Hey, what's the matter? Am I an orphan?
You can be. Keep it up.
Where do you put it? You got a hollow leg?
If I'm lucky, it'll squash my liver by Christmas.
You, Mary?
Red flag. Oh.
Oh, Mary, give me every cent, Mary.
Yellow card. Red card. Red room. Red room.
Oh, Mary.
This one's for the Pepe Le Pew fans out there.
As documentary filmmakers, it's our policy not to interfere with the wildlife.
You hear screaming, or is that just inside my head?
So, don't smoke weed, kids.
It's all that damn weed's fault.
Everything's all...
Doop-de-doo, just admiring the flowers while a girl gets raped a couple feet away.
Romeo,
Bastion!
what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
How about do something o'clock?
They're here to help me, Bill. Oh, thank you, kind sir.
See, you made it all about you, and now you're useless. Go back in there with what's-her-face.
I'm coming for you, Mary.
How dare you stop my assault?
When out in the den, there arose such a clatter. Holy crap, I can't believe what's the matter. I ran towards the danger, my gun in my hand, and swung it around wildly like an American.
I'm bored. Wake me up if somebody gets shot.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah!
Are you two still at it?
Yeah, there, problem solved.
Ralph! Look!
Should I get her some Neosporin?
Jack, is she all right?
Nope.
She's dead.
Well, she was no angel. She had weed in her system.
Hey, get him some water.
Fiji. None of that Dasani garbage.
Listen, you two. Why don't you get out of here?
So the party's over?
I'll handle this. Now get going.
Oh, crap, my DNA's all over that love seat.
It's the perfectest, dumbest crime.
Give it to me.
We're gonna waterboard him.
The power of pot compels you.
It burns! It burns my throat! Where's my water bong?
Here.
Good as new! Bang!
Mary has a birthmark.
Harry.
Is this a dagger I see before me, the handle toward my hand?
I'll put her in the pet cemetery.
Mary. Mary.
You've had your last dance with Mary Jane, kid.
What happened? You killed her.
With kindness.
People that gullible kind of deserve to go to prison, though.
Look.
Hey, now get me some pineapple juice. Let's keep messing with him.
This is your story. Remember it.
Okay, let me grab a pen. Hold on. Okay, I got beers
Heard the shots.
in the kitchen.
When you got in here, that's what you found.
I found the water.
Just stick to that story.
What do I tell him about the dead girl? Well, okay.
The rest of the movie's like Weekend at Bernie's. It's called Bill and the Way Too Real Girl.
Eddie's coming out of the closet.
Finally.
Never knew where to sit at these places.
Diner's card and registration, son.
Sexual favors in the parking lot again.
I should leave a trail of breadcrumbs. Oh, we're just stopping here.
Hello, Jack.
Should we start smoking profusely?
To a friend of mine. A cop. Sergeant on the homicide squad.
Sergeant Slaughter, they call him.
Guy you did that day died. Died?
What color?
I mean, you didn't... No. I didn't crack. I'm not going to.
Shrooms, maybe, but never crack.
I know you were driving that car. Thanks, Jack.
Check, please.
Just as long as you keep your mouth shut that you were ever up in May's apartment. Why, sure, Jack, sure.
Say, have you seen my sister?
Okay.
And scene.
Why would anybody slay marijuana?
More clickbait from the fake news.
Dr. Alfred Carroll to the stand.
But he couldn't make it, so we're gonna go with a guy named Bubba.
George Washington owned slaves, so go ahead and lie as much as you want. So help you God.
I will.
Dr. Carroll.
If that's your real name.
Did you, during the last 3 months, notice any changes in the demeanor and attitude of your student, William Hopper?
Objection, the witness is a douche nozzle.
For example, at times disassociation of ideas.
He got disassociation confused with debt association.
I happened to attend the
I'm
recent
bored.
Scholastic tennis matches. And while Bill Hopper had been considered an exceedingly good player, I saw him miss the ball by as much as 3 or 4 feet.
Murderers are bad at tennis.
Attributed to the use of marijuana. It causes errors in time and space. Objection, Your Honor.
I hate this guy, and I zoned out for a while.
Sustained. Dr. Carroll has been called merely as a character witness.
Oh, I thought you said caricature. I drew you this, though.
Knowledge that the defendant was using marijuana. Did you notice any changes that would lead you to believe, as an educator, that
At
he was
Philip
under
Morris
some
High.
severe mental strain, which might possibly have been induced by some drug? Yes, I recall distinctly a few weeks ago.
So do I.
It was during a class of English literature. There was a serious discussion of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet.
And he was making
suddenly
fart
burst
noises.
Into an uncontrollable fit of hysterical laughter. Oh, by the way, Dr. Carroll.
What are you up to this Thursday?
What would have been your opinion regarding the character of my client? He was a fine, upstanding American boy. A good
Sign everywhere, signs.
and representative of the caliber of young men we are proud to graduate from our school.
And if the train is also moving relative to the platform, hot damn, relativity makes more sense on weed.
Oh, snap out of it, will you? It's not our fault.
Well, it's mostly your fault.
Why'd I ever bring him up there anyway? He's just a kid.
You made me a man the other day.
Shut up, shut up!
Why don't you let yourself go? Talk. Go up
Talk directly into the flower pot if you wanna.
It was his own fault, wasn't it?
Shut up!
He seems like he's learned a real lesson.
The cops can't find us.
Jack, I want to get out of this place.
If it's the last thing we ever
We're
do.
gonna stay here as long as we have to keep those two out there undercover.
Honey, you're great at the undercover
When the trial's
stuff.
over, the boss gets a better idea.
But they're getting on my nerves.
Oh, take your Midol and get laid already.
Not worried about her. We gotta keep him gagged.
You know how they make a product for that?
All you gotta do is keep him from having too many reefers.
Said the drug dealer.
He'll probably spill and tell all he knows if he gets a chance.
Let's put him on community chest.
I don't think he'll get it.
He's dumb as a rock. We'll have to explain his own murder to
I'll
him.
see you later.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna see the boss.
Yeah, good luck with Sid and Nancy in there, okay?
In my own little corner, in my own little chair.
Don't you knock.
Hello, Jack.
Hello, boss.
I just discovered the Maddox website. You seen this thing?
What are we gonna do about that Wiley guy?
Still jittery, huh?
I don't know what the punk's gonna do.
Keep feeding him those hot sticks.
They're like fish sticks and hot pockets.
That's not good. I got a hunch that he's due to crack when that Harper verdict comes in.
It's bring your daughter to work day, and you ask me to do murder?
Blow his topper to the DA.
You mean you think we'd all be better off if he never,
Touched a girl without consent or brought a gun to a fist fight? Yeah, we'd be better.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, I can't today. It's Shabbos.
$3,000 Japanese troops in China? That can't be good.
You, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have a duty to perform.
You said duty.
And to our community. Mary Lane is dead.
So, accepting this award on her behalf is her brother Jimmy.
Could not have
I'm
failed to
bored.
convince you
His hair is weird.
of
Can I
the
go
defense.
home?
By his own admission, he pressed the trigger of the weapon that sent lovely and innocent Mary Lane to a tragic and untimely death.
Timing was the worst.
We are not so much concerned about the motives behind the deed as to the deed itself.
The gross stuff.
Has told you that he saw someone attacking Mary Lane, and that his mind went blank from that moment on.
And remains so to this
Has
day.
been unable to produce one witness to substantiate that statement. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've heard.
He's guilty. I want to go home and watch the game.
At this trial, men who have tried to bring out the fact
It's always men.
might have become momentarily insane when he fired the shot that killed Mary Lane.
I'm a poet and I didn't even know it.
To prove that he was insane. William Harper was sane when he visited the apartment where the tragedy occurred.
You don't know
He
that.
was in the habit of visiting the place. He was sane when he went into a bedroom with another young woman.
That's definitely not true.
What went on in that room?
You
You heard it
pervs.
from the defendant's own lips. Involved as he was in a tawdry love affair, Mary Lane was in the way.
She was a known
He had found him
cockblock.
out. In a moment of anger, he deliberately and willfully killed her.
My heavens, somebody should arrest
To
him.
go unpunished, this community would cease to be a decent and safe place for us or our children to live.
Play Freebird.
I do not believe I have to plead or even demand that you bring in a verdict to punish the defendant for the crime that he has committed against society.
Reverse peristalsis.
That is why you were chosen to judge another. And as honest, upright citizens, there
Well,
is
you're all
only
seated
one
now.
verdict which you can find, and that is a verdict of
Cole's suits are good enough.
Simon didn't say.
Until the jury's verdict is reached.
Whoops, never mind. They're done. Come on back.
I suppose you all feel the same about this case.
The wrong kid died.
But he might have been insane when he did it.
Note to self, don't go to that guy's house.
So you guys don't get hours-long blackouts and fits of rage? What?
Supposing he was insane.
You can never make me believe it nor anybody else. We'll take a first vote.
Who elected you Secretary of Schmuck?
This just says eat me. Come on, guys, take this seriously.
11 for conviction, 1 for acquittal.
And one that looks like an Arby's receipt.
But there's a reasonable doubt about the boy's sanity.
He chose a cat to be his lawyer.
The fact that he murdered her, he admitted it himself. That wasn't the first time he was there.
Non sequitur, but okay.
Will the audience get the metaphor, though?
We gotta make an example.
Get some cardboard.
That contaminate all of our children. We can't have every murderer hiding behind the gag.
12 angry Karens.
Sure, they see red before
And
they kill
guilty
somebody.
conscience. That's us, all right.
Dave, come here. Let me see your picks. Oh, the Bears -7? You're insane. Oh, we're starting.
I like to stare down the jury as they come in. Let them know who's boss.
Well, they got blood in their eyes, Bill. It's not looking good.
Okay, don't forget to sit boy, girl, so you're not tempted to horse around.
Are the moms sitting together?
All rise, blobbity bloop. Let's get this show on the road. Who we be throwing in jail today? Oh, that's right, this guy.
Have you reached a verdict?
Is it amazing? Can we see it?
We have. The defendant will rise.
Boink, 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 boink.
What is your verdict?
We want grilled cheese.
Defendant guilty is charged.
Boink, 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 boink. Oh, at least you still have a kid.
Oh, God.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
On second thought, let's get out of here. Yeah.
They transformed into an after-church crowd.
Well, all's well that ends well, I suppose. Honestly, I was hoping for a I Know What You Did Last Summer thing with more dead teenagers.
I think this had the right amount of dead teenagers for a movie of this length.
What's the dead teenager formula again?
It's 100 minus the inverse square of the age of the kid.
Funny, Jim never fidgets about at home.
Bang! Zoom! To the moon, Alice!
Racket, stop it!
What's the matter with you? Give me the creeps.
Oh, he's caught the Reefer Madness. I get it now.
I've had this ice cream bar since I was a child!
May! May!
What do you want?
Bring me some reefers.
Man, I'm getting deja vu.
They're going to hang him.
Yep, and it's your fault. Would you mind? You're in my life.
Oh, come on. Get a hold of yourself.
Act like somebody else entirely if you can.
Now quit that crazy laughing.
Can you just rock back and forth like a normal abnormal?
Get out of here.
They'll pick you up and hang you if you don't pipe down.
I want to see Jack.
That line was most of the show lost.
I want to see Jack. Jack.
Yes, there's other people on this island, you
I can't do
know.
anything with him.
Once you touch him, his mother won't take him back to the nest.
Cat's both alive and dead. I get it now.
We can't let that kid hang.
Chair maybe, but hanging's awful business.
He'll be here. Don't worry. He'll be here in a little while.
He's bringing a meat cleaver you might want to avoid, though.
Well, he likes it for 3 minutes, then screams at me to stop.
Look, dude, you're gonna need a Pedialyte if you keep this up.
Come on, darling. Everything will be over soon.
Well, that's ominous, but somehow comforting.
You want me to play something for you?
Yeah, that's it. Play something.
Charades? Parcheesi?
You play chopsticks, and I'll play the end of Blinded by the Light.
Honey, give me a smoke, will you?
I call this piece Almost Green Sleeves.
So weed makes you really paranoid, but slightly better at piano. That checks out.
You're gonna have to take that back out. Her hands are busy.
See? Even bad guys have needs.
Okay, I love what you're doing, but let's take it down a notch or two.
Play faster.
You doing that thing you do.
Yeah, faster. Cool.
You can't take much more, Captain.
I discovered my calling. I want to play bebop fusion jazz.
I think my heart stopped.
Why?
Bela Lugosi, eat your heart out.
I think this guy's seen one too many QAnon videos.
Doom, 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 doom.
I know what you want. You want to kill me. You're crazy.
That's why you want to kill him, though. He's got you there.
I just want to talk to you.
Nobody ever means that.
I've been fun, gotta go.
As long as those two are fighting each other, we're all winning.
Okay, settle down now.
Hurry. There's a terrible fight going on. Yes?
No, well, maybe.
Oh, he's too crazy to talk now, so that's a bonus.
Yay! Well, do you want me to play a really crazy song for old time's sake?
Oh, don't run, you dummy.
Stop it! Take over me! Take your hands over me! Stop it! Take your hands off me!
Yeah, we heard you, lady.
Miranda Schmiranda.
That's some efficient police work, though.
Harry, are you ready to tell what you know?
Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar?
Now you're already smoking a cigar? Well, at least try to get the confession first.
The radio guy's mic is broken. Somebody tell him it's just embarrassing now. Meanwhile, Elliot Ness and his Untouchables race for a speakeasy on the south side.
Look, you're not under arrest. We just want to ask you some questions.
Not enough policemen with axes these days.
Are you now, or have you ever been a communist?
Harper's bizarre.
They just moved their weed operation to the judge's chamber.
If we can gain some measure of leniency for my client, she is prepared to enter a plea of guilty and, in addition, turn state's evidence in the case of William Harper.
She's also prepared to wash your honor's car.
To bargain with justice.
I'll tell anyway. I was there. I saw it. I know who killed Mary. And I'll tell you who killed Mary Lane. It wasn't Bill. It was Jack. Jack Perry. He shot Mary, and then he put the gun in Bill's hand.
And then he made me play Flight of the Bumblebees at 300 beats per minute.
And Mary came in looking for her brother. Bill and I, we'd been in another room. And Bill came in, he caught Ralph with Mary, and they started to fight.
And I was still deep in the afterglow.
He was going to hit Bill over the head with it to make him stop. And then the gun went off. I saw it.
I lived
I
it.
can see it now. It was horrible. And before he knew it, Mary was dead.
But by then we did know it. We did.
But you see, Judge, Bill didn't know he hadn't killed Mary. He was so doped up, they made him think he had. Ralph wanted to tell you, too. Oh, if they'd only let him.
Reshoots?
But this is the truth, Judge. I'm telling you the truth. After Jack saw the poor thing was dead, he put the gun in Bill's hand. And it was my fault, too. I got all of them to come up to the apartment.
Okay.
I'm just as much to blame.
As your attorney, ma'am, I need you to shut up now.
Do I understand you wish to plead guilty to a charge of fostering moral delinquency in the case of William Harper?
Yes, I'm guilty. I am.
But you know, leniency, please.
Prepare a statement for signature, and also an order setting aside the jury's verdict in the case of the people versus William Harper. In the interests of justice, I shall direct a verdict of not guilty.
And in the interest of sandwiches, I'm going to Jimmy John's.
A short time later, in the very, very same room.
Sign here, please.
I collect autographs of weirdos.
Teddy Roosevelt is unimpressed.
Am I turtly enough for your turtle club?
You shall be brought into court on Thursday, the 17th, when sentence will be pronounced. Meanwhile, you will be held as a material witness.
Oh, you are a material girl.
Versus Ralph Wiley.
Wait, did I just make a terrible mistake?
Well, it's out of our hands. Nurse Ratched has her now.
Now, dear, I'm going to show you the correct way to wear a scarf.
Gave her a Congressional Medal of Guilty.
Well, come on, at least throw some elbows, make a run for it, do something.
Memories.
Crispin Glover?
Tomorrow is another day.
The matte painting won't save you.
Turns out you shouldn't turn a prisoner over unrestrained to a woman half her size.
She died as she lived, a dummy.
We have come in the hearings before this court today to what I hope will be the final actions revolving about an unhappy and unfortunate case.
Wait, when was there a revolver?
One whose horrible tragedy will forever remain with me. I am happy to have been enabled, before it was too late, to order the verdict of the jury in the case of the people versus William Harper to be set aside. But, young man, although this court is convinced that to declare you guilty would have been a gross miscarriage of justice,
You're still a dweeb.
we cannot condone your acts. And we can express only the hope that your experiences may not alone keep you, but thousands of others from the vicious pitfalls of marijuana.
Not to mention the pitfalls of jumping from windows.
In this court during the next case, so that you will be obliged to witness what you yourself so narrowly escaped. Call the case of the people versus Ralph Wiley.
That coyote's finally getting his due.
Bill.
Dad is mute with joy.
If you say faster again, I'm going to gag you.
This is very anti-ginger propaganda.
We live in a society.
God.
It is recommended, Your Honor, that the defendant be placed in an institution for the criminally insane for the rest of his natural life. Defendant's counsel joins the state in this request.
Since counsel for the defense, as well as counsel for the state, seem to agree on this, I see no reason why the request should not be granted.
But I'm ruling against it anyway.
That happened right here, to your neighbors.
I read all about it on Nextdoor.
That in your hands lies the possibility of averting other tragedies like it. We must work untiringly so that our children are obliged to learn the truth.
Gravity kills.
Because it is only through knowledge that we can safely protect them. Failing this, the next tragedy may be that of your daughter, or your son, or yours.
I can't have children.
Or yours.
Tell your children, avoid the ginger menace.
This has been a Grass and Hemp production.
Thanks for watching. Grab some smokes and a beer for the road in our lobby.
Let's all go to the